Hello everybody. Today again we are going to perform an activity on soil retention property of the clay and the sandy soil, and the required materials of the activity are here mentioned. As you see, we need two containers. Here you see there are two containers we have taken, and sandy soil, this is the sandy soil and this is the clay soil, and we need two glasses. This is one glass and this is one glass, and 200 ml of water each. Here is 200 ml of water and here 200 ml of water. And at first we are going to perform how the water retention is, how the sandy clay soil retains its water. And at first we are going to pour a little of water, as you see. We will keep it for almost 5 minutes. We will keep it inside, and we will start on this. Yes, you see how the water is absorbed by the soil, and it is absorbed by the soil. Yes, after this activity we can conclude that the water holding capacity of the clay soil is more and the sandy soil is less, and we can also conclude or say that the plants that have taproot are more favorable and preferable in this type of soil, in the sandy soil, and the plants that have fibrous roots and do not go deep down to absorb minerals and water can survive in this type of soil that holds the water in its surface. And also we can conclude that the clay soil that we have performed activity, the clay soil has more humus and nutrients that the plant needs, but the sandy soil doesn't have more humus and some of the minerals that are important for the growth of the plant. And after this activity we conclude or know that the clay soil is more appropriate soil for the growth of the plants in a faster manner. And we can also know that the sandy soil is more favorable for the plant that need less water for their growth. As we know, kharif crops are the crops that are sown in the June and July in the monsoon season and are harvested in the September or October. And we know that these kharif crops need more water, and this soil is more favorable for them for their growth. And this is the soil, sandy soil, and it is more favorable for rabi crops. And the rabi crops are the crops that are sown in the November and December and are harvested in the June or July. And the examples of these rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, and some mustard. And these have tap roots, and these tap roots can go inside the earth and can absorb water from the deep inside. But some plants are there that, some examples are paddy and some of the grasses that cannot move, their root cannot move inside for the search of water, that they cannot survive in the sandy soil, and they can survive in the clay soil. As we have learned in the smaller classes that the soil erosion occurs by some of the physical processes like rainfall, flood, and wind erosion, and some of the processes that the nature has made. Now we can see that the clay soil upholds the water and doesn't let any soil to move along with the water. In the Whereas the sandy soil doesn't upholds any water and lets water to come in the surface of the water, and when we pour more water in it, it is blown away with the water. And as we can conclude that the sandy soil is then sandy soil supports erosion from the physical factors, while the clay soil doesn't supports the erosion of the soil. And after this activity, we will conclude that which soil has more water retention property, in which soil erosion mainly occurs, and lastly, we will know which soil is good for which crop, mainly Kharif and Rabi crops. Thanks for watching the video. My name is Deepraj Sharma, studying in JNV Dhemaji, class 8. I am performing all the activities from the NCERT class 8 book, and I will keep on uploading all the videos of this series, and keep on watching the videos, and do not forget to subscribe my channel and comment, like and subscribe in all my videos. Thank you.